Going back to learning stuff, you said you learned scales on your own.
Not quite on my own, because I grew up in a household where people would talk about modes and scales. You know, my uncle and my aunt are opera singers in the Royal Opera.
Okay.
And they would play the piano and sing all day long. It was almost like you would be ashamed of not knowing exactly what note on the wherever each note's called, you know.
Okay.
You know, I know there's a lot of rock and rollers that don't care about that.
Right.
That's fine, you know. But the way I grew up, that was sort of like, yeah, it's E flat right here. Yeah. So.
Okay, but scales, arpeggios, all that stuff, you're just figuring these things out on your
Well,
own.
but to me, it was kind of easy, because if you want to make it very simplistic, you know, first of all, you can hear when it's the wrong note, you know. That's the most important thing.
Hopefully.
In fact, when I was from like 10 years old, I used to live in the music stores. I used to take tube into the town. I would be in Soundside, Musikbuschen, whatever. The great stores, you know, they had everything. And I would sit there, plug in, I would like play, and you know, sometimes they would tell me, turn down, you're scaring away the customers. And then sometimes it would be kids coming in. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying like how I, from the very beginning, played with my ears.
Yeah.
I would have kids, there were kids who would come in with their dad or whatever, and they would plug in and would play. They would bend the string, because that was, oh, it's cool to bend the string. But they would bend the string not to a note that you want to hear, you know?
Right.
And I used to call them Soundside guitar players, because the store was called Soundside. And that was the first thing that I realized, you know, that if you want, that the bend the string has to be the same note, you know, wherever you do. And, you know, same thing with vibrato. I was always very conscious about the vibrato. I don't like a fast one, you know. And once I realized, you know, how the notes are in the scales, and if it's a minor and a major, it's the same thing. A minor and C major is the same thing. And then you can go into a little more advanced stuff, like A minor, harmonic minor. It's the same as E Phrygian. And the E Phrygian in the major third, you can do diminished. It's like a puzzle, but it's not, because it's all simple, it's math. So it didn't take me very long to figure that out. It was just a matter of me figuring out different figures, different patterns within